There is a mod out there that allows your Sims to load more dishes in the dishwasher. So I'm going to really quickly, I don't typically insert dishwashers in my Sims game for the simple fact that when they load one dish, they have to wait to load some more, have to wait till the cycle ends, which is really dumb to me. I wish that they had an option to where you can start the dishwasher when you want to start it and not for the dishwasher to just start automatically. What I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna turn off this sink. That's what I'm gonna do, so that she does not use the sink. Now this is also a mod by Cool Spear. Cool Spear has a mod whereas you can actually click on your sinks and turn them off or turn them on. See, I can turn them on or turn them off. That way, say if you have a sink that's in the bathroom over here and you don't want your Sims to use this sink to wash dishes, you can turn it off or turn it on. Okay, and so now she's going to go and load the dishwasher. All right, so now you see that the dishwasher is going, there's no dishes to clean. So let's clean this one up. We put it in there. We don't have to wait, you guys. See, she's going in and she's putting the next dish in there. Normally you would have to wait for the dishes to clean the first pair of dishes she put in there, but with this mod installed, you don't have to wait. Another mod that I recently discovered was called the Out of the Dark mod. So what the Out of the Dark mod is going to do is, now if you don't have this mod installed in your game at all, and if you turn off the lights, let's see here, turn off all the lights in this room. If you turn off all the lights in this room will be very dark, okay? And then it will have like a blue tint. So I actually have the no glow and the Out of the Dark mod. So even though all of the lights in this particular room are turned off, you can actually still see inside of the room. So it's not pitch black dark and it doesn't look, you know what I'm saying? You can still see around the house. So I like that. So there is some comparison pictures right here. This is the Max's version, and then this is the Out of the Dark version right here. So you can see Max's Out of the Dark. See, so it just makes everything a little bit more brighter. Now the no blue mod, you would have to remove this mod right here. If you use the no blue mod, take it out of your game and replace it with the Out of the Dark mod. That way you can see a little bit more clearly. So you can see that combined with the no blue mod, things would look just like this. But if you take the no blue mod out and you use the Out of the Dark mod instead, you can see around the house much more clearer. A lot of people tend to ask me about my smaller plumb bobs mod, the smaller plumb bobs above my Sim's head. So this is a mod by Illogical Sims. I love these smaller plumb bobs. I really hate how plumb bobs float above Sim's head and they are like super huge. So another really realistic kind of, well, I guess I would say it's more realistic than not, is the Low Fun is Boring mod. So the Low Fun is Boring mod, what happens is whenever your Sims fun bar gets down to yellow or below, your Sims will get a bored moodlet instead of a tense moodlet. So another mod that I found to be very useful is the decreased time on woodworking. Now personally, I never had my Sims to woodwork because I thought it was just, I don't know, I don't like the idea of my Sims woodworking because for one, it takes entirely too long and I just find it boring. I'm sorry, but I mean, if there's something you like, I mean, hey, do you, boo. Anyways, there's a mod whereas you can craft faster. Well, take a look at the time that my Sim spends crafting this horse. So this mod, what I'm going to showcase to you guys, is a portal mod, and it's fairly old actually, but I'm just now coming across it, like for real. So anyway, so here is the apartment. So this apartment has, I think, 4 stories. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you can actually set this lot type if you wanted to. You could set it as a university lot. Now I can't change anything because my Sims are already living here. But if you set it as a dorm lot, what you can do is have your Sims enroll and then in school, and then you can actually use Little Miss Sam's little use your roommate mod and have different roommates come here. I did add the decorations to this lot and kind of renovated the walls and the floors. So all of the furniture, yeah, I put all of that in. Now, because this is not my original creation, I don't believe in re-uploading somebody else's creation, because again, this entire structure was not made by me per se. Okay, so I'm going to have her to go to sleep in her apartment, and I'm going to follow her upstairs, and I want you guys to see exactly what happens. So she went into these doors, and you see there's no stairs, and boom, she portaled upstairs. There's literally no stairs in this building, and I can have him to actually do the same thing, and you will see him basically vanish and reappear. I like these doors right here because, you know, you don't have to wait for your Sims to climb a whole bunch of stairs. And, you know, this kind of looks like an elevator if you ask me. So the way that I did this was I went into build mode. I downloaded these portal doors, and what I ended up having to do, and it might be another way to do this, I'm not really sure, but what I ended up having to do was place 2 doors. I had to place a door facing in or facing to the hall, facing out toward the hall, and then I had to place another door facing inside of the box. So let me show you again. Grab 2 doors, and again, you make sure that you have move objects on cheat, because without it this will not work. I had to place the door with the arrows going outside, and then grab another door and place the doors facing inside with the arrows facing inside, and that way your Sims can teleport. So for every level you want to do that, you know, you want to do that for every level. So you see this level, I have the same thing going on and same thing going on. Now the reason why I like this particular mod is because you do not have to have Realm of Magic, and you don't have to have Jungle Adventure. This particular mod will actually work without those 2 gang packs. Okay, now I know there was another mod out there, whereas, you know, you could kind of have elevators. However, that required Realm of Magic for that particular mod to work, if I'm not mistaken. I refuse to buy a Realm of Magic because I hate opulent Sims, and I don't want to have anything to do with spellcasters. I just hate all that magical woohoo shit. I don't like it. Excuse my French. But anywho, yeah, but you don't have to have an expansion pack for these to work. These actually are all the base game doors, so this mod will work with all the base game doors. Okay, so I would recommend you guys, if you know what you're doing, visit the page down to the link, read the instructions in its entirety, and use it. Now, as I was building, or rather renovating this apartment, I was thinking like, you know, Little Miss Sam does have like a elevator mod, so like a elevators anywhere mod, but me myself, I could not get that mod to work properly. You can only place like 1 elevator on there, and I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. I really rather do this right here, where my Sims can just teleport and leave as they wish. And of course, they can definitely leave out of the rooms with no issue. They can leave out of the complete building with no issue. So let's have him to go back downstairs, and you will see how fast he actually teleports all the way back downstairs as if he was actually on a elevator. I love this mod and being able to just have my Sims to, you know, teleport anywhere they want to. And again, if you just want to, you know, control just 1 Sim, you can, like I said, you can ask somebody, like a random person, to be your roommate and just assign them a door or whatever, and they'll, you know, occupy that side of that house. I really like this little sectional over here. This sectional is nice. Oh, and this curved TV. So I really like the way I decorated this apartment. It looks really cozy. It looks like a real apartment. Does it not? Does this not look like a real apartment to y'all? Like, I'm so proud of myself the way I did this. I am just so proud of myself. I placed this apartment like in a smack dab in the middle of San Myshuno. I thought it was really neat. I thought it went with the aesthetics of the rest of the world. So yeah, it's like a small building compared to all the other gigantic buildings, but I think it goes perfectly well. So shout out to the creator of this person who built this initial lot. It is fantastic. I love it. And then you look at all the Sims that are walking around, and it's 11 o'clock at night. It looks pretty doggone busy out and about everywhere. The roads look busy. This is, you know, this right here, it looks 10 times better. And then like you can see like the little deco Sims walking about over here. It just looks very, very, oh, that's cute. Oh, it looks very alive.